In this video, I'm gonna share with you a couple different strategies for having a reliable stream for your church's online worship gatherings. First, I'll walk you through how my church is currently using Restream.io as our cloud multi-streaming service and streaming scheduler. Then I'm going to show you other options you can explore by getting some hardware solutions. Here I have the Living as One Ray Encoder. So there's various ways you can go about creating a live stream system that is almost 100% reliable. Of course, there are pros and cons to each one of these methods, and I'll unpack those in this video. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jake Goslin at Churchfront.com, helping you lead gospel-centered and tech-savvy worship. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our latest videos to help you grow yourself and grow your worship ministry. I also want to invite you to check out our Beginner's Guide to Live Streaming for Churches online course. This is going to cover everything that we have mentioned on this channel about live streaming, but we go much more in depth and give you click-by-click tutorials and guides for all of the software and gear setups we recommend for a smaller church wanting to get up and running with live streaming quickly. So check out that link in the description of this video to sign up for the course today. In this video, we're talking about one of the final steps of your live streaming system, and that is getting your final program feed or your final pre-recorded video out to your congregation and making sure that it gets out there reliably and they're not going to experience interruptions or your stream won't just completely cut out on you. The solution we are currently using at Mission Lakewood Church is the one I plan on using for the foreseeable future. We are pre-producing our online worship gathering during the week, and then we schedule and play back the video and stream it to the platforms on Sunday morning. Believe it or not, there are actually various ways you can go about doing that. You can load the video file into Ecamm Live and then go live with Ecamm to restream and then just press play on the video file or cue your scene in Ecamm and then it will play back that video. So you're playing back a pre-recorded video in Ecamm and then it's sending that video to Restream to be encoded further. But there is one major weak link within even that system, and that is my local internet connection. I've used this strategy of playing back a video in Ecamm and then streaming it live to our social platforms the past few weeks, and it has worked well for the most part. We had one service where we had like 3 minutes left in our stream, and then all of a sudden my internet connection on my computer just like completely dropped out on us and we lost the stream. So it wasn't Restream's fault, it wasn't Ecamm's fault, it was Comcast's fault. I even had my computer hardwired directly into my router, so it wasn't like I was using Wi-Fi. It just completely dropped out on us. Unfortunately, it was only when we had a couple minutes left of our stream, so it wasn't that big of a letdown. But that was the Sunday before Easter, and my pastor and I were like, we got to have a better, more reliable solution for streaming to these social platforms. That's when I discovered the power of Restream's Scheduler feature. So I've been a fan of Restream for a couple months now that I've been using it. It's really great. You can integrate it well with Ecamm Live, and then if you want to go live, it'll instantly send your live streaming feed straight to Facebook or YouTube. But Restream also has this scheduler feature where you can take your full service video, if you pre-recorded it during the week, you upload it to your library of videos within Restream. So here you can see our Easter Sunday videos. We had one for kids, and then we did another video, obviously, for our full Easter service. And you upload the video to Restream by simply selecting Upload Video, and then you find the video on your hard drive. So here's our edited service videos, and I can select any one of these videos, but they're already there. So I went ahead and I uploaded one of those videos. Usually takes a few minutes for it to upload the videos. They're larger files, so anywhere between 1 gigabyte to 5 gigabytes. Then once the video is in Restream's servers, then you can go into events, you go to schedule event, and you can name the title of your stream. You can select which video it's going to be using for that stream, and then you can select a date and a time. You can even select, do you want it to be on all of your channels? Do you want it to just go to one social platform? You can even make the event repeat, and you can even select what video streaming ingest you want to use. So I'll go ahead and just kind of run a test setup for you right now. Let's pretend that we're scheduling this event to happen right here. I'll just go schedule live event. for April 21st. And now we see this live streaming as part of our event schedule right here. It's going to Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and I could edit it, or I'll just go ahead and delete it because we obviously don't want that happening. I don't think this experience could be any more user-friendly. So if you are doing a truly simulated live stream where you're pre-recording everything and all you have is one final video that you need to stream live for your church on Sunday morning, I think this is a really great route to go. We used this on Easter Sunday, and this was completely stable. It worked flawlessly. At the time of the scheduled event at 10 a.m. on Sunday, our stream popped up on Facebook and YouTube. I didn't have to worry about my local internet connection holding up for us. It was all being streamed from Restream server in the cloud. And I'm not an expert when it comes to cloud computing and networking and all that fancy stuff that goes on behind the scenes, but my intuition says by uploading the video files to Restream's cloud servers, the connection between their servers and talking to Facebook and YouTube is going to be much more reliable than having to get a stream from my computer through my local internet to Restream and then to Facebook or YouTube. It just really eliminates the weakest link in that chain of sending the signal from our office here to the actual social platforms. So if you're doing simulated live streams and you want a highly reliable way to deliver that stream to your congregation, go with Restream's scheduler feature. Keep in mind, Restream does cost money. It's a monthly subscription, and you have to pay for the right plan in order to upload your large video files for your worship service. So I had to make it so I could upload files over 5 gigabytes. But so far, it's been totally worth it, and we have a reliable solution for our streaming. So that's the first solution to this problem, and it's also a more budget-friendly solution. Next, I have a solution that is quite a bit more powerful. It's going to give you more flexibility in your streaming workflow as well. Here I have the Ray Encoder. This is a streaming encoder from a company called Living as One. So guys, thanks for letting me borrow this for a while. Unfortunately, I haven't actually got to use it very much yet, but I know a lot of churches are using it, have been using it. This is the same technology software that churches like Elevation, Red Rocks Church, a lot of these large churches out there that have amazing, reliable live streams, they're using Living as One technology to make this happen. Unfortunately, they have a kind of entry-level solution for smaller to mid-sized churches who want very reliable streaming. And what's awesome about Living as One is they have this thing called RSP, or Resilient Streaming Protocol. And I'm not going to try to pretend I know exactly how all this stuff works, but the team at Living as One has really cracked the code in terms of combining the right software and hardware to create this solution that makes it so you have like the most reliable stream possible. The setup I covered earlier using Restream Scheduler, you can't do that if you're doing like a true in-the-moment live stream because it has to schedule a pre-made video file. But with the Living as One encoders and their software and all the cool stuff they have available, you can have it set up so maybe, when we get back to normal life here, you're using one of these encoders in your church's sanctuary to pipe that feed to the Living as One servers, and then those servers will make sure that your stream gets reliably delivered to the social platforms or to your website. So this guy has an actual SDI input for your HD video signal to go into the encoder, and then you make sure it's plugged into the internet. And then lots of cool magical stuff goes on within this hardware interface. Basically, they've just figured out a way. I think they put like a 2-minute delay on your stream or something like that. But the way that they package and send the information, the end result is going to be reliable and flawless. This hardware encoder isn't cheap. It is $1,300, and that's basically because this is a little computer. It is the actual, the Intel Nuke computer. So that's going to be an investment. And then you also have to subscribe to one of Living as One's plans. Depending on how many different platforms you want to stream to, you'll have to pay a subscription accordingly. Social only is $99 a month. Embed only is $199 a month. Or you can do Pro Web plus Social, which is $279 a month. So not cheap. But again, if you're going to expect to have a flawless stream for your congregation, you're going to have to just be ready to invest in the right software and tools to make that happen. So to sum up everything we talked about in this video, if you're doing a simulated live stream and you don't want to just post a video or premiere a video on Facebook or YouTube, but you really want to like make it feel like an actual live streaming experience, and you're pre-recording everything ahead of time, and you have a final video that you can upload to, let's say Restream servers, then go that route. Use Restream.io, use their scheduler feature. That's going to be the easiest way and most reliable way to do your simulated live stream. But let's say you want a true live element to your streams, and you maybe have experienced issues going from Ecamm or vMix or Wirecast to your social platforms. You experience dropouts. It's just not being very reliable. That's when you would want to explore this solution with an encoder from Living as One. Keep in mind, if you do use this solution, you're going to need some additional hardware, like a video switcher that's going to send all your video signals into this encoder. So this is definitely going to be a bit more complicated, more expensive, but it's going to give you that ability to do true live streaming and have the highest reliability possible. You don't necessarily need any of these tools that I talked about in this video to do a live stream. For the most part, if you have a reliable internet connection and you're going live to Facebook and YouTube, you shouldn't experience too many issues. But honestly, we can't really afford to experience interruptions and dropouts in our live streams. That's why we opted to go for the Restream Scheduler feature. But you can still go live whether you're using Ecamm or vMix or any of that other streaming software out there. But just don't be surprised if your internet's not super reliable, you might experience those interruptions. For a list of all of our recommended gear for streaming and for your church's worship ministry, check out the Worship Ministry Toolkit linked below this video. Also check out our Beginner's Guide to Live Streaming for Churches online course. I hope this video was helpful and it really cleared things up for you in terms of how to create a streaming solution that is as reliable as possible. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share it with your friends in worship ministry, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our latest videos to help you grow yourself and grow your worship ministry.